Landfolio is a complete land information management system that automates and integrates the core elements of property registration, cadastral mapping, and valuation taxation, and includes a public access website, GIS analysis tools, and advanced reporting capabilities. Using a modernized land administration solution such as Landfolio will provide your government with benefits such as increased revenue through transaction fees and an improved comprehensive property tax base, which will lead to equitable and efficient property tax collection. Additionally, Landfolio has the necessary tools and support to provide enhanced customer service to address your citizens' land information needs through increased accessibility, accuracy, reliability, efficiency, and service innovation. Landfolio's modular design enables flexible solutions by allowing the system to operate within a wide range of workflows, business rules, languages, and cultural environments while maintaining its foundational functionality based on industry best practices. The modular design also allows the system's main subcomponents, registry, cadastre, and valuation to operate either as a completely integrated land information management solution or as independent standalone solutions. This allows you to select the functionality you desire based on your specific needs. The fully integrated Landfolio suite provides a significant number of features and benefits. Standardized land information with a unique land-based parcel identification number. Greatly reduced potential for fraud, error, and lost documents. Bidirectional integration between modules. Archived and secure data for protection against destruction and natural disasters. Access to information via a secure internet web portal for both public and private sector users. Rapid access to archived information without the need for costly hard copy document retrieval. Access to detailed reports on transaction statistics. Enhanced quality assurance through user-managed work queues. Support for multiple database platforms. Creation of additional revenue streams through output sales, increased transactions, etc. In addition to its modular design, Landfolio's various components, such as toolbars, reports, and other elements, can be configured to meet your specific needs. This demo is designed to provide you with a high-level overview of Landfolio. Using the dashboard you see on the left side of the screen, you can learn more by selecting the specific module you are interested in or watch the demo in its entirety. The Public Access module allows public users to access selected information on a subscription basis. Access can be open or free to all customers or provided based on varying subscription levels. The amount and type of information available is determined by you. Some of the items accessible through the portal include parcel reports and maps, certified and uncertified copies of documents and land registers, search by map, by parcel number, by instrument number, or by name. One of the main benefits of this portal is that it can act as a revenue stream for your government by providing different information or subscription levels to your citizens, including individuals, the private sector, and others, at a preset cost. Registration for access is easy and can be completed quickly on the portal site. Once registered, subscribers can search for information using two search options, the database or the map. If the database or search option is selected, the user is given several choices for locating and accessing data from the database, such as parcel ID, instrument number, proprietor name, address, etc. If the search map option is selected, an overview map is presented as the initial view, and options are presented that enable the user to view and query data on a variety of layers, including parcel, orthophoto, and valuation layers, as well as many other layers. In our example, we have road center lines, hydrology, and utilities, to name a few. There is no limit to the number of layers that can be added to the list on the left of the map. Once a parcel is located via the Find Parcel option on the map screen, the user can utilize the Identify tool to view specific details about that parcel, including the parcel identification number or PIN, land use, as well as a pre-configured parcel report. Then, if permitted on the site, the user can purchase a certified or uncertified copy of that report. They can also elect to see a list of instruments associated with that parcel. For instance, this instrument is a transfer of land that was filed on 10 February 2010 and denotes the transfer of the parcel from one owner to another. Users can view or download the scanned archived image of the source document as well. Currently, there are 3 subscription levels you can make available to users. The fee structures are determined by your government based on the legal regulations of your entity, so the fee concepts presented below are only a guideline. Unlimited use, where for a fee, users are given unlimited searches and downloads. Limited use, where for typically a lesser fee, users operate on a credit system with searches and downloads being applied toward credits purchased. And one-off use, where users can perform a basic search and then pay per downloaded document. As you have seen, the Public Access module can be a significant tool for increasing revenue for your land management offices when used to provide your citizens with information. To learn more about the rest of Landfolio, please return to the main menu and select another module. The registry application is used to maintain registers of land ownership information. It is based on the Torrens system of land registration and enables you to maintain a complete official history of ownership and encumbrance information for all parcels in the 3 different parts typically found in a Torrens land register. Land properties, which contains information about the physical characteristics of the land and when it was first registered. Proprietor entries, a historical list of everyone who has owned the parcel, along with other information such as any powers of attorney applied to the parcel, any restrictions, and other similar information. And encumbrance entries, which has mortgages, charges, mechanics liens, any type of encumbrance on the land, and other similar information. Let's see what the land register looks like. After selecting Find Parcel, the system will ask for a parcel identification number. Once you've entered the parcel ID, a list of parcels meeting that criteria will appear. From this list, details on a particular parcel can be viewed by selecting View Parcel. This brings up a screen with a wealth of information concerning the parcel in question. As you can see, there are tabs for land properties, proprietor entries, encumbrance entries, proprietors, and many others. We will go through each of these and give you an overview of their purpose and content. The Land Properties tab provides basic parcel information. There are data fields for the parcel number, approximate area of the parcel, the date it was appraised, the date of first registration, the location or municipality where the parcel is located, and the appraised value. If the parcel is leased, the lease term will appear along with the rent amount and when the rent is due. The other fields, such as condo timeshare plan, do not apply to all properties and therefore may not have any data associated with them. There is also a notation section concerning the property and one called Additional Detail that can be configured for a variety of other information. There is a series of featured buttons located on the upper right of the screen. These are used to indicate if the parcel is retired or active, is an absolute or provisional title, government or private land, not condominium or condominium, not timeshare or timeshare, whether it's freehold or leasehold, as well as if there is a current boundary dispute pending on the property. The Proprietors tab is a list of all current and historical legal entries that pertain to ownership. The Proprietor Entries tab shows a listing of all people who have owned or had an ownership interest in this parcel over its history. Each entry has the entry number, the date of the entry, the number of the instrument that caused the entry to be made, and some additional text, which is usually the name and address of the owner. The list goes in reverse chronological order with the current proprietor at the top. A key point to note here is that in Landfolio, no record, document, or parcel is ever erased or deleted. When a parcel changes hands, we do not delete the older entries, we terminate them. This is represented by drawing a line through the entry and changing the color to red so the entire history of parcel ownership can always be seen. When a listing is terminated, the date of termination and the instrument causing the termination are kept in the system. Looking at the bottom of the screen, note that it has additional information concerning the selected entry. The Encumbrance Entries tab shows encumbrance entries in layout similar to the Proprietor Entries tab and provides specific information regarding charges and other encumbrances that are associated with a particular parcel. The Rectifications tab provides a history of all administrative corrective actions taken for this particular parcel, showing when and why a change was made to the parcel for any identified errors in the record. This helps deter corruption by maintaining a complete audit trail of all actions involving the parcel. The Archive Image tab provides access to scanned images of paper land register and other documents that are specific to the parcel and that have been used as part of your land register process. The Condo Timeshare tab shows the registration information for those types of property. The Related Instruments and Parcels tab shows all instruments recorded against the parcel you are viewing, as well as those recorded against other parcels that are related to the one you are currently viewing. As an example, these related instruments may be as a result of a mutation process, such as a subdivision. Any of these instruments can be examined by right-clicking on the record of choice and selecting View Related Instrument. The Catastro tab shows project information retrieved from the Landfolio Catastro database related to the parcel you are viewing. Specifically, this information is reflecting any Catastro projects that occurred on the parcel and resulted in a mutation or modification to the parcel. Right-clicking on one of the listed Catastro projects brings up a project information window that provides specific Catastro-related information. You can see both the before parcel list and the resultant after parcel list view of the mutation. You can also pull up a list of documents that are attached to this project. The Valuation tab retrieves information from the Landfolio valuation database concerning the parcel. As you can see, this parcel was assessed at a value of $300,000. You can select to view the assessment documents by right-clicking on the associated valuation item and selecting View Valuation Documents. You will note that there is also the option to print valuation report available when right-clicking on a listed item. Next, let's examine what instruments look like and how to work with them in the system. An instrument is any document filed in the Land Registry Office. Under the Related Instruments and Parcels tab, we'll choose Related Instrument RL-201-000001 for the purposes of this demonstration. Once you select an instrument, a subset of tabs appears. Taking them one by one, the first tab, Instrument Properties, shows the instrument number and type, the date the instrument was filed, the parcel affected by the instrument, the base or consideration amount of the transaction, and the work area or work queue the instrument is currently in. This one is in the Qualification Work Area queue. There are also flags listed here on the right to show if the instrument is backdated, posted, suspended, rejected, or requires expedited service. And at the bottom of the screen is a list of all the fees and payments associated with the instrument. The Associate Instruments tab shows other instruments related to the one you selected. It is possible to take multiple instruments and join them together so that whenever one is being processed, the processor is aware of the other associated instruments. Under the Documents tab, users will find scanned images of the physical instrument. When an instrument comes across the registration office's counter, it can be immediately scanned into the system, and all work done in the registry system can be based on the electronic image rather than the paper document. The Parties tab features a list of all parties to the transaction, such as the transferor and the transferee. Each transaction must feature at least one of each, and the Landfolio system enforces that as a rule. The Attributes tab features additional user-defined information that can be associated with an instrument. These attributes are different for each type of instrument. The History tab provides a listing of all the work queues the instrument has moved through, the person who worked on them, the date it was opened, and the date it was released by that person. We have mentioned work queues as one of the tools in Landfolio for monitoring the status of a particular instrument. So let's look further at the work queue. On the main toolbar, you'll see an option for work queue. Using the Work Queue Manager, an authorized user can see all of the work queues. Likewise, a specific user can be allowed access to only particular queues that have been assigned to them. At the top of the screen is a list of the queues along with the number of instruments currently in each. At the bottom of the screen is a list organized by instrument featuring the date and time the instrument was filed, the person responsible for that instrument, and where the instrument is in the work queues. Any instrument in the list can be viewed, reserved for a specific person, or moved to a specific work queue if a particular task needs to be completed. Here is a brief overview of the work queues. Reception desk is the first step in the registration process. It is where the instrument comes across the counter and is received by the Land Registry Office, and basic information is entered into the system about the instrument. Note that throughout Landfolio, there are fields that are highlighted in yellow. These are mandatory fields and must be completed before the work will be permitted to be saved and passed on to the next step in the process. Attached documents is where any submitted documents, papers are scanned and/or a digital file is imported and attached. Pre-qualification is used to review an instrument to make sure it meets certain requirements before it is processed. You typically do this for a mutation type instrument, such as a subdivision, to ensure that the person requesting the mutation has the legal authority to do so before submitting it for Catastro processing. Catastro submission is used to send a mutation type instrument, again such as a subdivision, to the cadastral system for updates to the map. Valuation submission is used to send a valuation type instrument, such as a transfer, to the valuation system for assessment of the parcel value. Application certification is used to create applications or certifications that are needed as a result of a particular instrument. Indexing is where information is captured from the scanned image and entered into the system. Verification is where an independent second party will verify that the information captured during indexing was completed correctly. Qualification is used to review an instrument and update the parcels to reflect changes that have occurred as a result of the instrument. Authorization is used to review an instrument and the changes made to the affected parcels by the qualifier and post the instrument to the land registers if all is complete and correct. Suspense pending is a special queue where items that cannot currently be processed or are awaiting additional information are held. Now to show you an example of what a work queue looks like, we'll examine the indexing queue. Looking at the screen, you'll see that the number of instruments within the queue are listed individually with their date, time filed, instrument type, reserve status, or who is currently working on the instrument, if it is expedited, and the associated parcel number. For any instrument within the list, the assigned user can click and reserve and process, remove the reservation, show the data screen, or refresh the queue. At this point, we'll take a look at the reception window by going to the instrument heading in the menu bar and clicking on Reception Desk. This window is used at the point where the client comes into the land registry office and has an instrument that needs to be filed. The user enters the instrument type and the affected parcels. Now we'll jump to the indexing window, which is used to capture information from the instrument. For this instrument, the parcel numbers as well as the mutation and file numbers have been entered along with the parties and details about the parties, and at the bottom you can see various documents that have been attached to this instrument. Another feature of the Landfolio system is the powerful yet easy-to-use search system. Let's examine how to search for an instrument, parcel, or person. First, an instrument. Simply click on the Find Instrument icon and you can search by a full or partial instrument number. Results can be filtered by instrument type, municipality, or registration section, the date filed, program type, or client name, or by using any of the flags on the right side of the screen. For example, upon doing an instrument number search with a partial number, you can see the Landfolio system pulls all instruments with related numbers. To do a parcel search, click on the Find Parcel icon. Again, the parcel search window allows users to search by the full or partial parcel number and filter the results by various flags as well as the municipality or registration sections. Once the results have appeared, right-clicking on any of the parcels enables users to view all of the information on that particular parcel. To search by person, users click on the Find Person icon and enter the full or partial name. Along with the names, Landfolio will show the number of instruments and parcels associated with that name. Clicking on an entry and selecting to view the details brings up the parcels this person is proprietor of at the top of the screen and the instruments they are a party to at the bottom. As you have seen, the registry module can be a big help in increasing the efficiency of your land registration. It is even more valuable to your government when integrated with the other modules. To learn more about the rest of Landfolio, please return to the main menu and select another module. While the registry module answers the Who owns it question, the Catastro module answers the Where is it question. It is used by a surveys and mapping or Catastro office to maintain geographical and physical attributes of land and land rights. Specifically, the Catastro application is used to maintain location of parcels, view the parcels as a collective whole, and to ensure that the entire jurisdiction is represented without gaps or overlaps between parcels. As with all Landfolio modules, you will notice that there are consistent menus and screen layouts between Registry and Catastro. The pull-down menus at the top of the screen, with the icon shortcuts for common functions located beneath the pull-down, and lastly, the common tasks list on the left, which may be turned off or on as per each user's preference. After searching for and selecting a project, the results are what you see now, the project window. A project is the basic unit of work in the Catastro module, and it generally corresponds to the creation or mutation of a single parcel or all the parcels in a particular survey. Oftentimes, a project will have a one-to-one relationship with an instrument in the registry module. If that is the case, the registry module can create the project in the Catastro module through the integration between the systems. However, it is also possible to create projects that do not correspond to an instrument in the registry. Looking at some of the tabs in this window, you'll see the following. The Reception tab shows basic information about the project, including who is the beneficiary and description of the purpose of the project. For projects that are created in the registry system, the instrument number and the instrument type are displayed here for the user, but the Catastro office user cannot change them. You will also note there is a checklist provided on the lower right of the screen. This is so an initial quality control of the submitted information can be conducted at the time of the project start. The Surveyors tab allows the Catastro office to associate specific surveyors to a project. In some countries, it is important to track the work that is performed and submitted by a particular surveyor, and this area is for the input of this information. The Documents tab allows you to access any of the documents associated to the project, including scanned images, Word documents, CAD files, etc. And unlike paper documents, these digital files will not get lost. The Transactions tab is where fees paid and payments received are input and maintained using the Cashier tool, which is common throughout all the Landfolio modules. The Initial Review tab allows managers to review work done up to this point in order to determine whether the project satisfies the required criteria that will enable it to move forward. The Affected Parcels tab is used to add or remove parcels from a project. The Project Edit GIS window is used to view and edit the GIS data for a specific parcel within the context of a project. If this is a registry-originated project, then there will be an option available to select return parcels, which are to be returned to the Land Registry Office as a result of its request for service for a given instrument. Final Review allows the manager to review all work to verify the edits made to the map conform to the project documentation. If this is a Catastro-originated project, then the final review will result in the posting of the map changes to the official version of the map. Now let's look at the Edit GIS functionality a little more closely. First, your table of contents. This shows you the various layers of the map. Each layer represents something in the real world. There can be any number of different layers in the map. They can be displayed or hidden based on user needs by clicking the checkbox in front of each layer name. The map is where we can view and interact with the various features in our GIS. There are navigation tools you can use to zoom in or out, pan, etc. You can use the Inquiry toolbar to search, identify, add data, or query data in the GIS. The Editor Tools toolbar features everything the GIS editors use to create, modify, and delete features in the GIS. Pay particular attention to the Wizard toolbar. This features tools that function through wizards, which were created to walk the user through each step of the parcel maintenance process and make it easy for non-GIS workers to edit the map in an efficient and consistent manner. Please note that edits in a project are only visible to the person doing the edits inside the project. The editor has actually checked out a copy of the database on which to perform their edits. What this means is, a different user viewing a map featuring this parcel would not see any changes or changes in process until they are approved and posted to the official version of the map. Next, to demonstrate how the wizards work, we'll take a closer look at the Create Parcel Wizard. Once the Create Parcel Wizard has been selected, the first step is to find the area to work in. The wizard can navigate to the area of an existing parcel that is part of the project you are working on. Using the wizard, you can create the parcel so that it is either in space and does not share a border with other parcels or as an adjoining parcel to one or more other parcels. For this example, the parcel will be drawn as an adjoining parcel. Next, the Line tool is selected and used to draw the parcel lines. Depending on the source data, you may want to import a CAD file, draw the parcel boundaries using COGO, or by importing a file with coordinate data. In this case, the parcel will be drawn with the mouse. Notice that the lines being drawn overlap an existing parcel. The system will automatically verify the topology of the line work and snap or trim the lines as needed to create a new parcel with no overlapping boundaries. The wizard will use the lines that are drawn to create the shape of the new parcel. It will also calculate a new number for that parcel and ensure that the number is not in use anywhere else in the GIS. For example, there could be another project that is taking place in this registration section and block that already has some parcel numbers reserved. While you can't see them during your edit session, the Landfolio tools do see them and will not allow them to be used elsewhere. Once the parcel is created, the wizard runs the Topology Validation tool. This will tell you if there are any gaps or overlaps in the parcels, and it highlights them in red. The wizard has also set a number of attributes for the parcel. For instance, it will note that the creator was the last person to modify the parcel and also record the date and time of the modification. In addition to the Create Parcels wizard, there are also wizards to split and merge parcels that all provide the same easy functionality for users. These wizards provide your government with benefits, including a standardized method of performing the GIS edits, assurance that all parcel maintenance steps are completed correctly and accurately, ability for non-GIS experts to quickly become proficient with the parcel maintenance tasks. To learn more about the rest of Landfolio, please return to the main menu and select another module. The valuation application maintains a complete official history of assessed values for all parcels and enables you to easily update valuation rolls as a result of recently performed assessments. This makes it easier for you to determine property values and establish a base value for taxation. As we enter the valuation module, the first thing we will do is locate a parcel. The valuation module will automatically pull information from the registry module depending on the parcel number. It is important to note that you do have the option of using a different parcel number in the valuation and registry modules, and Landfolio will link those two numbers and ensure the correct information is shared back and forth. Information can also be located using the valuation ID, the name of an individual or group, or by using the parcel map. Once the information has been retrieved, you will see that there are fields to denote the parcel's municipality, district, and tax category. The previous consideration denotes the amount the property sold for at the last transfer of title. The assessed denotes the amount the property has been assessed at, and the taxable value shows the value the land may be taxed at. Usually this is the same as the assessed consideration. On the lower left-hand side, you can see the complete valuation history for the property, within which you can right-click any of the valuations to access the details of that action. On the right is an area to enter additional details, such as any additional descriptions or attributes about the parcel. In the Attach Document tab, you can access any documents that have been attached to the parcel, as well as attach additional documents specific to the valuation itself, such as photographs or valuation rolls. You can see there is also a section to enter any notations such as descriptive information or particulars on the valuation. Note that any notations made during the valuation will be seen in the registry office once the record is sent back to them through the system. To get more information concerning the parcel, you can simply click on the Registry or Catastro tabs and the Landfolio system will pull in any information those two offices have input into the system concerning the parcel or the owner. To get to the approval queue, you have to go through the initiation queue, inspection queue, and the assessment queue and save and pass through each. Once all information has been entered, you select Save and Complete. To learn more about the rest of Landfolio, please return to the main menu and select another module. The Landfolio Report module allows an authorized user to access and create reports on demand. Landfolio has a significant number of predefined reports on topics such as administrative, cadastre, registry, and valuation reports, while also allowing you to create specialized reports through an ad hoc reporting facility. Furthermore, all reports can be easily exported to various formats including CSV, PDF, and others. The reports are all fairly similar in their overall formatting and properties, so we'll only go through a couple types to familiarize you with the function. First, let's look at the Proprietor Index by Name report, which locates all of the parcels owned by a particular person. Within the fields, you will need to select the office name and the name of the person to search by. In return, you will be provided a complete listing of all parcels that person owns or has an ownership stake in. Next, let's take a look at the Revenue Summary Report. To obtain this report, you first must select a time frame. This is done by adjusting the dates in these fields. This report shows you the different fee types, the number of fees, and the total amount of fees collected within the entered date range. Fees will, of course, be shown in your country's particular currency. Another useful predefined report is the Worker Productivity Summary. When selecting this report, the user defines the workers to be included, as well as the time frame of interest. Upon completion of the report generation, you will see exactly what each employee has been working on, the amount of work produced, as well as the amount of time it took to complete the referenced work. The last report we will examine as part of this demonstration is the Catastro Parcel Detail Report with an ortho photo of the selected parcel. Upon selecting this report, you simply input the full or partial parcel number and you will be provided with a detailed report on the parcel or parcels if you've input a partial number. If you selected the ortho photo option, the image will be included as a backdrop to your parcels map. You will note that there is a map frame which includes standard map information such as scale, north arrow, and title. These map frames are completely configurable for your particular needs. Among the many other reports available through this module are Government-Owned Lands Report, Non-Citizen-Owned Lands Report, Open Instruments Report, Project Work Queue Report, Surveyor Report, and Valuation Statistics Report. As you have seen, the Reports module can be a big help in increasing the efficiency of your operations when used in conjunction with the other Landfolio modules. To learn more about the rest of Landfolio, please return to the main menu and select another module.